Cardiogram. Our professor of medicine, Dr.Prathap, he would lock it at 5 o'clock, go away. So the next morning, all night he would have seen patients and would have written the requisitions. He said, now prioritize any 20 of those that we will do today. And then it will go to a cinema studio to develop that film. So that is the ECG. I don't think you all would have seen it, except maybe one or two in the whole crowd. Today, electrocardiograms have become an almost easy task. But what was difficult was the interpretation of ECG. Very few knew that. But I should not just thank the entire Indian community, and the world is going to be very grateful for the great work that GenWorks has done. And I am very happy that GE and Wipro, especially what he has done and what he is doing for charity, giving 50% away of his property for charities. I thank him and I congratulate Wipro and the GE for this, and thank you GenWorks for giving us this modality so that the BCG is done in a remote place. The doctor can keep the instrument, but he can't learn all about it in no time because he has many things to do. So I am happy that you have brought a great initiative to see that people in the remotest places get this benefit. It brings me back, when we did the first satellite telemedicine. You know what happened? My village was connected to Hyderabad and to the exhibition grounds when then President of the United States, Bill Clinton, came to India, and we told him to inaugurate satellite medicine in the world. So he said, what in the world? And anyway, let's see. But his daughter was goading him. Dad, you do it, it's fantastic. So anyway, he just unveiled, and he saw in my village a young girl, 14-year-old, being examined, and the cardiologist, Dr. Seshagirao, our first cardiologist in Apollo, he was reading that echo there, and then told the mother of the child, saying, you've got a hole in the heart, and when it's during vacation, you bring us to Apollo, and when we'll patch this up, and when school reopens, you can rejoin the school. He didn't stop there. He said the next word, saying, your daughter will lead a normal life. Tears ran down Bill Clinton's eyes. He told me, Dr. Reddy, this is a very, very wonderful thing that you've done. The rest of the world should follow your lead so that people in the remote places can get the benefit of high-tech medicine. This is what GenWorks has given today. Even if we give ECG at that time, we'll make it happen. Thank you. Because Abbott has done many things in medicine. In many ways, the doctors are thankful. The patients are grateful for their contribution into medicine, and what they have done in this work is to find out not after the heart attack comes, but to predict, saying that you have got a risk, you've got a moderate risk, and you've got a high risk for a heart attack. And of course, we all know, the cardiologists have described, saying you are 1 to 10, and you are graded as your risk is 3, your risk is 4, risk is 5. But I think if you combine this and all those risks could be eliminated. So I think this is where Abbott's great work in this is going to help. First, we did it for all our employees. I'll come back to you why we did it on all of our employees, 80,000 of them. will have this test done, because we have already done another study with Microsoft for this prediction. All that I am going to request them is, can we combine these two and see that we get a better result for the patients. First of all, we are grateful to you. Grateful to you for doing this, but please, this is only a beginning. I am looking for a day when this is actually going to help the doctor, the cardiologist, to tell him, saying, look, you are in tune to get a heart attack in the next few weeks or few months, but you do this, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sure that's the day when we can say, like in cancer, we had a conference in this hotel 4 years ago. I asked them to give a declaration. They think cancer is conquered. They had another international meeting in the same hotel where we had more than 2,000 oncologists from around the world. They gave me a declaration saying cancer is conquerable, so curable. So I think this is what we hope, the first steps that you have taken and our joining you in this effort goes towards this tremendous thing. Because this is one of the terrible things. You must have heard in Chennai, one student went for an exam, 15-year-old, and he died. The autopsy showed it was an acute myocardial infarction. In Delhi, we did a quadruple bypass for a 14-year-old whose father is an army personnel, a lieutenant in the army. And that's not it. We all said, cardiologists should say, oh, you have still not got menopause, you need not be bothered about the heart attack. But all the newspapers published a wedding that took place. The bridegroom was 29, she was 28, and after the ceremony was over, when the priest said, go and look at the lucky star, the bride never got up. The mother quickly said, maybe they have poisoned my daughter. The autopsy showed this was an acute MI. So I think this has become a great scare for people not knowing when it's going to come. But I think your solution, your contribution into this, when you bring it practically on the field, will make a very significant effect that we don't lose people. And what type of people are we losing? Because this is part of the entire thing which is the which has become, made healthcare very critical. The 3-word disease, NCDs, non-communicable diseases. The diabetes, heart, stroke, cancer, and infections, and I add 2 more to that, obesity and nervous disorders, especially the sleeplessness. So I think these have become a huge threat for the people, to the governments, and to the world. Because this it is not located only in India. The World Economic Forum said that 80% of the deaths by end of this decade is going to be from NCDs. Already in India, 60% of the deaths are from NCDs. And then they said the cost burden of this is going to be 30 trillion